The challenge was to build a nice bike with a very cheap base, and that's for that reason I used the CB 450. When I was young, this bike was a very iconic motorcycle.
Well, my dad's been building bikes obviously a long time, and I watched him build growing up, and you know he's always inspired my designs. Look at a lot of his old stuff, and I just try to take my own direction from there with. Maybe some cleaner lines, or hide some more hardware, while my dad's stuff's a little more kind of in your face. And now with my son Zach involved in the business, I think he's taken a little bit more of a performance approach, to motorcycle design, and he's got a good feel for it too. He has all three of us have passion for building bikes.
Wir haben sehr viel davon profitiert, dass wir durch die Zeitungen gegangen sind und nicht nur durch die Presse, sondern auch durchs Fernsehen. Und wir eine ganze Ecke Aufträge bekommen haben, letztendlich vielleicht auch wegen dem Titel, ich weiß es nicht ganz sicher. Und auch dadurch, dass wir im Vorfeld sehr viel Arbeit haben liegen lassen, um dieses Bike zu bauen, sind wir im Moment extrem busy.
If we take a look into the future, what will happen with motorcycles in 10 or 20 years?
I think it's a cycle like fashion. I think at one time we are going to exhaust a little bit the retro style, the board trackers, the bobbers and so on, and come back to a more high-tech style.
Ja gut, wir haben immer wieder Trends zu verzeichnen. Grundsätzlich glaube ich daran, dass man alles verkaufen kann. Wir machen eigentlich querbeet alles, Bagger, Bobber, extreme Customs, Highnecks. All die Sachen, die zwischendurch schon lange totgesagt waren, gehen bei uns immer wieder. Ich glaube auch da, man muss es professionell machen, aber letztendlich wird nichts von dem aussterben, was schon mal da war.
I think in the future, I think it'll be similar as today, as far as some people will still go back to old style customs, and in another 20 years, what might be new today will be considered old then. So
It's probably time for a new fashion, new modification on this industry, mainly probably more Japanese engine and other engine than Harley or American engine. I think it will be probably the new way.
Dieser Oldschool-Stil, wie er jetzt eigentlich ist, das sind sehr fahrbare Motorräder, sehr unkompliziertere Motorräder, und sie haben einen eigenwilligen Stil, und dafür wird es immer eine Käuferschicht geben.
Individuelle Bikes werden wir immer verkaufen und wird auch immer eine Nachfrage danach geben. Ich glaube, ganz wichtig ist, dass man die Sache professionell anpackt und auch zu den wichtigen Komponenten tatsächlich mit dem TÜV zusammenarbeitet und mit den nötigen Zulassungsbehörden, wie auch immer, um auch immer wieder zu schaffen, die Dinger auch legal auf die Straße zu bringen.
That before writing a news website, I am a custom builder. 25 years in the business make you have a lot of relation. I'm considered an insider. I have a friend, I think, in most important companies around the world. So I am an insider. I get the news before everybody, and we live in a society where people want to consume news right away. They don't want to read the news in 3 months.
Do you have any plans to visit especially the custom bike show one day?
Sure. It's a question of time, and for example, my news website takes a lot of time, but since again you are growing and important things are happening in Europe, it means that me as a as a reporter, of the news of the industry, I have to come here more often, to see what's new, what you are doing.
I think I know we like to come to the show this year. We haven't confirmed it yet, but I know it's a great show for great things. And now we have a Mark Battistini who works for us now. So if we can't come across, we still have Mark, and we're keeping our booth here in Europe all the time now. So hopefully I can make it myself. I got a lot of international trips this year, so hopefully I'll be back.